Right now on NBC 26 Live at 10, police report one person is dead after an officer-involved shooting overnight in Appleton. Plus, an update after last week's devastating tornado in Barron County. And hundreds of runners and millions of dollars see how the Cellcom Marathon impacts our economy. We begin tonight with developing news from Appleton. Police saying the suspect in an Appleton bar shooting is dead and 2 people are injured after a shootout with police this morning. This happened at Jack's Apple Pub in downtown Appleton. Officers were on foot patrol and say the suspect was shooting people inside the bar. NBC 26's Mo Hyder brings you the latest from Appleton.
Yeah, Regina, officers were positioned at both entrances. This entrance right behind me is the one they went inside of and encountered the suspect. Appleton police say people were running out of Jack's Apple Pub around 1:30 Sunday morning. They say this all happened when officers were patrolling the area and were told someone was firing gunshots inside. James Grantland was looking for a coworker nearby.
I heard "Ka-ka," and I thought it was either my first mind went to gunshots, and then I went to a car accident.
After hearing the shots, he turned back around.
Started walking back towards the Apple Pub, and that's when I seen everybody start running that way. And I knew something serious had happened.
Appleton Police Chief Todd Thomas says Lieutenant Jay Steinke went in through the side door.
There was a disturbance between 2 males in the bar. One of the males pulled out a gun and fired at least 1 round at the other male. The lieutenant fired his weapon at the suspect before seeking cover outside of the doorway.
Police say male subject was transported to a hospital and later on died.
Lieutenant Steinke encountered an active shooter situation and used his firearm to stop a threat in an extremely dynamic and chaotic situation. This is a tragic incident that all of us wish never occurred.
Reporting from Appleton, Mo Hyder, NBC 26.
Now 2 people inside were injured. Police say they suffered non-life-threatening injuries. Manitowoc police still searching for an alleged shooter who they say left 1 person with life-threatening injuries. This happened Friday night around 11 o'clock on the 700 block of South 15th Street. Officers describing the suspect as an African-American male with dreadlocks wearing a white or light-colored top. Manitowoc police say early indications show it is an isolated incident. If you know any information on this, you are urged to call Manitowoc police. Well, here's an NBC 26 update after last week's devastating tornado that killed 1 man and injured dozens. The Barron County Sheriff's Department releasing initial damage estimates from a tornado that tore through Chetek last week. The department saying 231 homes were damaged and commercial properties, $10 million in damages, not including damages to trees. And for all of your up-to-date information, be sure to download our NBC 26 app for your mobile phone. Download WGBA from your app store. Well, chilly and cold tonight. When are we going to see warmer temperatures? Meteorologist Matt Hoffman has the latest.
Well, Regina, we are actually going to see a little bit of a warm-up for tomorrow. Temperatures will actually get closer to more seasonal levels, but we are not going to get back into the 70s, it looks like, until we get towards Memorial Day weekend, but at least good timing there. Right now it's 50 degrees, pretty quiet in Green Bay. We have mainly cloudy skies across the area, a few sprinkles or showers. Temperatures right around 50 degrees throughout most of the area. Here's a look at some of those sprinkles that are popping up on Storm Shield radar. We'll have the chance for a shower or sprinkle through the overnight hours into early tomorrow morning, but most of tomorrow is looking dry. We'll actually see a mix of sun and clouds develop as we go into the afternoon. Temperatures warming up into the mid to upper 60s. We'll take a look at the rest of your week's forecast, including what to expect for Memorial Day weekend coming up in just a bit.
All right, thanks, Matt. The Packers may be king at Lambeau Field, but organizers say the Cellcom Green Bay Marathon also makes a huge effect on our community. This weekend's race making over $1 million impact on Green Bay's economy. Despite a rainy and chilly start, over 6,700 people made their way through the Green Bay area for the half or full marathons and relays. Now, combined with yesterday's 5K, 12,000 runners competed this weekend.
I haven't talked to anybody specifically, but I know that they love that we bring traffic in on a non-Packer weekend. That's always a great thing. I feel like this event makes so many people happy. There are so many personal victories here today. The sun coming out exactly mirrors that feeling. I agree, yes. And
we'll have highlights and more from the winners later in sports. Well, happening today, President Trump calling on the Muslim world to confront extremism, framing the fight against terrorists not in religious terms, but as a battle between good and evil. It's the first stop on a multi-city foreign tour this week that to some extent is drawing attention away from his troubles in Washington. Kelly O'Donnell reports.
For a president known for his own luxurious trappings, hospitality displayed by Saudi Arabia's king has been resplendent and regal.
I would like to thank all of the people of Saudi Arabia.
The president left behind, at least briefly, the cloud of controversy choking his administration, and made no mention of his proposed travel ban aimed at 6 Muslim-majority countries. The centerpiece of this first stop, President Trump's new message to the Muslim world.
We are not here to lecture.
His aim, to contrast President Obama and to contrast himself, discarding his well-worn phrase, radical Islamic terrorism, for a more subtle approach.
That means honestly confronting the crisis of Islamic extremism and the Islamicists and Islamic terror of all kinds.
Words adjusted, but his forceful tone was not, promising America's backing, but urging Arab leaders to do more to stop terrorists.
Drive them out of your places of worship. Drive them out of your communities. Drive them out of your holy land. And drive them out of this earth.
And President Trump delivered a dire spiritual warning to terrorists and those who finance and recruit them.
If you choose the path of terror, your life will be empty, your life will be brief, and your soul will be fully condemned.
You are here at the command and control center.
One tangible step, a futuristic and visually spectacular event where the king and the president inaugurated a Riyadh-based center to combat and counter extremist ideology, especially online.
And Vice President Mike Pence addressing the graduating class of Notre Dame today, but some graduates were outraged over the school's choice of speaker. Dozens of protesters in their caps and gowns chose to walk out of the ceremony during his speech. Pence trying to draw parallels between the university and the Trump administration.
And just as Notre Dame has stood for those who are persecuted for their faith around the world, just a short while ago in Saudi Arabia, this president spoke out against religious persecution of all people of all faiths.
I want to look back on it as a moment where I was able to stand up for what I believe in.
Now, the vice president has not released a comment on the walkout. U.S. and South Korean officials say North Korea fired a medium-range missile today. Officials say the rocket flew eastward about 310 miles and landed in the sea. South Korea convened an emergency National Security Council meeting following this launch. White House officials traveling in Saudi Arabia with President Donald Trump said the system, which was last tested in February, has a shorter range than the missiles launched in North Korea's most recent tests. Well, a Girl Scout in Shawano making a difference in the community, planting hundreds of plants. And hundreds of Fox Valley's riders raising funds for area veterans. But up next, your full forecast.
You're connected to NBC 26 News at 10 with Regina On, Matt Hoffman Weather, and Chris Ferrier Sports. NBC 26 News at 10, keeping you connected. And now, your Storm Shield forecast with NBC 26 meteorologist Matt Hoffman.
Few spotty sprinkles out there tonight, mainly west of Green Bay in the Fox Valley, but we'll see the chance as we go through the overnight hours, at least of a spotty shower or sprinkle. We have that area of low pressure spinning right now over Lake Superior, and we're still under the influence of it. So a lot of clouds overnight, and again, that chance of a shower or sprinkle as we move through the next several hours. Right now, it's 50 degrees currently in Green Bay, a southwest wind at 8 miles per hour. Those winds were pretty gusty out there today. They're backing off a little bit, but they're going to pick up again for the day tomorrow. Temperatures right now, lower 50s for most, 52 in Sturgeon Bay. It's 49 in Mountain, 51 in Manitowoc, 50 in Clintonville, 49 in Oshkosh, and it's 51 degrees currently for you folks in Wapaka. Winds anywhere between 5 to 15 miles per hour across the area. This is all thanks to that area of low pressure that's spinning, but moving away. So that's some good news. We are still going to have the clouds overnight, that chance of a shower, but tomorrow we should see this area of low pressure continue to drift away, and then the clouds will go along with it. So we should see some developing sunshine as we go through the course of your Monday. Temperatures today heavily influenced by clouds and rain off to the west, 50s and even 40s only for highs. We made it in the lower 60s before the cold front passed through and temperatures actually dropped as the afternoon went on. For tomorrow will be a warmer day though. That'll be thanks to some sunshine that's going to develop. Tonight we'll have that spotty shower or sprinkle chance continuing into tomorrow morning as well. But notice what happens through the day. The sunshine that'll start down to the south will work its way up further to the north. Maybe a lingering shower or sprinkle well up to the north for tomorrow. But for the most part, it looks like a fairly dry day for your Monday. And then as we head into Tuesday, starting off pretty quiet, but clouds will thicken up and we're going to have some rain and even a few thunderstorms spiral up from the south from another storm system that will impact us Tuesday into Wednesday. Also want to mention we do still have that river flood warning up for the Menominee River. This will crest tonight at 15.6 feet. Some minor flooding expected. We should see by Tuesday this go back below flood stage. Here's a look at your day planner on your Monday. Some lingering showers or a sprinkle in the morning, but otherwise a mix of sun and clouds for the afternoon. Windy, but warmer. Highs seasonal in the middle to upper 60s across the area. So we're going to see temperatures over the next several days either at or below average. So nothing too terribly warm. Tomorrow's going to be the warmest day through about Wednesday or Thursday. But then as we get into the Memorial Day holiday weekend, the warm air does start to move on in just in time. Here's a first look at your forecast for the holiday weekend. Right now it looks like temperatures will be warm, at least in the 70s, but it may not totally be dry. We are going to watch the potential for some storm chances right now on Sunday, but we'll have to watch and see. And of course that forecast will be changing and we will keep you posted as we get closer to the big kickoff of summer that is Memorial Day weekend. But tonight 47, cloudy and windy, a few showers, some sprinkles possible. Then for tomorrow 67. A few lingering morning showers, otherwise a mix of sun and clouds develop for the afternoon. Pretty blustery with those winds as well out of the west. And then Tuesday we'll have some light rain, maybe a thunderstorm. Wednesday some lingering showers, cooler. Temperatures may struggle to get into the 60s, but then there's that warm up for the end of the week and then on into the weekend. And of course we'll have to fine tune exactly rain chances, but right now it looks like Friday and again on Sunday. So a busy holiday weekend, but it looks like it's going to warm up just in time for it.
I'm sure people are already planning their Memorial Day trips and
yes.
camping and everything.
It's
as long as you can,
weekend.
Yeah, camping and fireplaces. That's what matters, right?
Oh yeah, yeah, that's exactly.
All right, thanks, Matt. Well, a good deed for our community. A Shawano teen making a difference in a restoration project.